So hi Nikhil. So welcome to
Yeah,
this.
hi.
Hi brother. And this is the second session of our showcase. So by showcase, what we mean is that this meaningful conversation between the peoples that we are having in LinkedIn and making this a better thing. We have been given a good platform and we have been given a very nice platform to connect with a lot of peoples. So connecting with you would be no more nice. Like I could learn a lot of things from you, and we could have a lot of conversation about what are the things that's been going up in the field and that's in being in the industries and this is the whole aim of the showcase. And hi there, and welcome to this podcast. And that's it. So how are you, Nikhil?
Yeah, I'm good and thank you for having me in your podcast and I'm very excited to share my knowledge, learn something from you. So, yeah, I've been
Yeah,
doing good. How are you?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, and how's your day?
Day was good. Actually, it's a weekend, but I still like to work, so I'm working now. So yeah,
Oh.
day has been very good.
So I'm basically having this day off because right now in our companies the it's right like ours place is more like 200 working hours. So we will be having working hours of 200 hours, and we have to work for that. And today we don't have to work. So basically in this one month we have to work for 22 days. So that's I'm just good from my side.
Yeah, I get it. You're enjoying the day.
I'm not really enjoying, but I'm learning from you. That's it. So that's the
The great.
this is also a kind of enjoyment for me.
I understand that you're also kind of, following what you like to do.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm just curious to know everything, like different things with different people, meeting people from different background. So this would just kind of like a nice, like that's the whole goal of the world. I think for the humanity, like it's good to learn everything, like know everything. So this it's kind of like nice. So that's nice. That's it.
Yeah, I also get a chance to, get into your shoes and actually learn what you do or your thought process while, navigating through project or the work. So yeah, that is good. I agree with that.
Nikhil right here can do different things. And so, what are your basic skills, Nikhil?
Okay, so I am a UX designer basically. I design stuff in marketing applications. I design stuff in B2B.
Oh, oh,
But
oh,
I majorly have expertise in making enterprise software.
oh, oh, oh,
So the dashboards we have, and we have various other healthcare products, and we have more of Power BI products in our system as well.
oh,
So
oh,
I
oh.
am more into, B2B part of the design.
Designing field.
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
So I
oh. So,
deal with the B2B part more, and I have good experience with the B2C as well. But right now, if you ask me, I am more skilled towards this B2B part of the design.
So we are basically doing the B2B part where we are just doing the dashboards and everything for the business to business products, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
correct. The dashboard, but also the marketing application or in healthcare system, we have campaigns been running for
oh,
a different product or something, a new while or a new event would come in. So I designed that as well, the marketing application.
So for any products, you're designing the marketing campaign also.
Yeah, correct. So in marketing campaign,
Oh.
all the ROI is ROI is very important. Like if I
The
am
return on
designing an
investment that we
application.
have to get.
Yeah, correct. You got it
Oh,
right. So, we have to focus more on user engagement with our
oh,
application and the interaction, how they are being navigated or interacting with our product. So that is very important.
so how we basically we get the data of that, like how the people are just navigating. You just basically said about the people are navigating through your app low. So it's more like this how much people are clicking on the platform or clicking on the basic dashboard. So is there anything such like that?
Okay, so that is a very good question. Let me tell you. if I design an application and if I have to measure the KPIs or how much the how much success rate I have on that application, then I would have a thing called smart KPI.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
right? The
yeah.
smart uh, KPI would actually give me the overall performance of the campaign. And let me give an
Oh,
example. If I designed an application and if I say that I have 200 user in the application on the
okay.
first day.
Oh, oh,
Okay, so that becomes a vague thing. But if I tell you that I have 180 people completing the application or going from end starting point to end point, so that actually
oh,
becomes my actionable KPI. So
oh,
that is how I measure that if the application which I designed is actually working in the market or not. Because why? I'm
oh,
seeing the completion rate. So that is the point. I don't really focus on how many active user I have or how many people are actually coming in or logging in because that's vague. Matlab, I can play with the numbers and manipulate, but at
okay.
the end, your design is how much well it is working depends upon how many people are actually completing the flow or actually, able to navigate easily in your application. So that is how I measure the KPI.
Oh, based on the how much the user is getting to deal with this basic app or something like having the better user experience.
Yeah. Correct, correct. So
Oh.
let us take an example. You might be using Zomato for
Yeah,
ordering
yeah,
the
yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah. Like I use basically
Okay,
use the Blinkit software and things like that's the only the thing that right now I'm having. I haven't just navigated into this different platforms, but right now I'm having that. And so yeah, yeah, basically just go ahead.
yeah. So if we take Zomato, है ना, so as a designer, if I am designing the app of Zomato,
Oh, oh,
my goal would be that my customer, let us take you. You are easily able to navigate through the dishes, through the restaurant, or through the thing which you want to order.
oh,
But
oh,
that is now I would say that okay, I have 200 people scrolling my app, but how many people are actually ordering it? So that is
oh,
how I'm going to earn the
measure
revenue.
the thing, measure the return that
Yeah,
you have to get.
correct. So I
Oh,
focus on that ki how many people are actually ordering. That is how my app is going to earn. So this is the mistake many designers actually do. It is not about creating a good application
mm-hmm.
or having a lot of user in your application. It is more about people completing the journey and business actually achieving their goal. So my goal as
Oh,
a Zomato is actually earning revenue, and how I will earn the revenue, something from you, something from the restaurant, and
oh,
that will happen only when you'll order something.
oh, oh,
Right,
oh.
so that
Yeah.
becomes my KPI. But
Oh,
how easy I am making your journey to go there, to order,
oh,
how easily I'm making that journey. That is my job as a UX designer. So I make that journey very easy that you will go to the ordering page, you check out, and when you
oh.
order, that is my success rate at last.
Oh, oh, oh. So you make the ordering very easy for the customers to take on. So that
Correct.
whole journey. So
Yeah.
design the front end of that. So we have to design the front end in such a way.
Not front end. Like if if we have our audience who are closely related to tech, then uh, actually front end is a different tech.
Okay, okay.
It involves
I'm not just
programming language
just
like
asking because I only know about this front end and back end stuff. I was just talking about this because I only know this front end thing. So these are the just the terms that I know. That's why I just asked about the front end thing.
no problem. I'll explain you in a very easy way.
Okay.
Let us let us take the same example of Zomato, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the thing which I'm explaining will actually help a lot of people to understand that how a simple app or a website or any application is actually designed in a company or the procedure, the layer it goes through,
Oh.
right? Let us take Zomato.
Mm.
You you came out with the idea of building an application that would make it easier to deliver food, right?
Oh.
You would bring that idea to my company.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm planning to have an application which would make the food delivery easier for restaurant and the user, right?
Yeah.
You will come here, then my part becomes the first thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
first I will understand all the requirement from you, the business model which you're having,
Mm-hmm.
how the revenue flow will go on, right? First,
Yeah.
I do that. I gather the business requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do my research part. So
Mm-hmm.
in research part, na, I have to actually see that who are my ideal customer. Like
Oh,
there is a term called ideal customer profile,
oh, ideal
right?
customer profile.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that helps me to look at key, okay, if I'm building an application, who are my primary user? So in Zomato, I would say that mostly the young people would be my customer,
Oh,
right?
oh, oh.
So I will define the problem. The problem came to me of the delivery app. I will define the problem. Do
Mm-hmm.
the research part.
Mm-hmm.
Ki, okay, how users are actually now interacting, how they are ordering the food right now, now what
Oh,
application they use, or if there isn't any application, then what is the traditional way? Okay, got it.
yeah.
So now I have to think about the psychology of the user. Okay,
Oh,
if they are doing the ordering traditionally, so if I push them directly to the app, they will have a psychological friction or the barrier.
oh,
They are comfortable with one thing. So our brain works in a very miraculous way.
yeah.
Our brain actually makes predefined path to save energy, and once the path are made, now it will always follow the shortcut. So
Yeah.
shifting the user behavior actually is a very big task. So I will understand that how traditionally they are doing it and how swiftly I can shift them to my digital platform so they can actually relate ki okay, the physical thing I'm doing is very much similar to the digital
Similar to
thing
the
I'm
thing
doing.
that you're doing. Oh, yeah. When we touch the
Yeah,
phone.
correct, correct. So
Oh,
that is how the research part happens. So once the research is done, then I will ideate on it. Ki, okay, now I have my user profile, I have the problem, I know how user behavior, like how user behave, how they interact with the tech. Now I will start to design the screen, right?
oh, oh,
And I will design the screen, how to order, I will make the user flow, I will make the information architecture IA,
oh,
and I will see how I will do all the user journey mapping. Ki, okay, how the user will actually start from A, B, C, D, and finally order,
hmm.
right? So I
Oh,
will define the flow, I will make my screen properly, and then I will present it to the stakeholder. So you are my stakeholder right now.
yeah,
I
yeah,
will present you, I'll say that Bharat, look, this is the problem you came with, and this is how I have proposed the solution. This is
yeah.
what research I did, and then you will have to go through the flow and you will validate it. Key, okay, if you need any changes, then I'll do iteration part one, iteration part two, and design up many iteration. But let's take we do two iteration with you, right?
Oh,
So you told that ki, this thing is actually hurting our business, or if we are going with the advertisement model, so you have to show advertisement somewhere. So I'll have
oh.
to decide that if I have to put an advertisement, it shouldn't break the user flow or
It's a
distract
flow.
them from
Ah,
from the primary goal. So I will do that, and once that is done, so that is done, the design part is done. Now the front end part will come. Okay,
oh,
so there will
oh,
be a front end developer. Yeah, so that design is done. Then the front end part will come. Front end developer will actually do the coding stuff. He will code the
oh.
front end part. Front end part is how the things will look if I have taken if I've
If
in
I'm
design
taking
if
in
I've
that
taken
app.
the card. Yeah, correct. So they will actually make the front end exactly as how it is designed in Figma, right?
Oh,
But now if I've designed a screen where you have to put your number and OTP will come, right?
oh,
Front
yeah.
I have designed it, how it will look, what will be the color, what will be the background, what will be the helping text and all, right? The front end guy will actually code it, make it
Oh,
functional,
oh,
right? Now, and the backend guy, he will actually validate it. So when you put your number, there
oh,
will be a API call on that number and OTP will be generated. We have to take some third party service for that. So
oh,
your number will be stored in my database. Your OTP, what is coming, would be in my database. You will put the OTP. My
oh,
system will validate with my database. Ki, okay, OTP is now matching,
oh,
and I will let you log in. So that is how the design, front end, and the backend part works.
oh. So how this is how the whole cycle of the thing that the UX US the design actually works.
Yeah, correct. So if we
Oh,
consider three pillars, any application, if we consider three pillars of design, front end, back end.
Backend. Oh, so these three pillars make up this whole thing called the app that the user or the customer is actually using. So that's the thing behind
Yeah,
this.
correct.
Oh, and actually, the how much time do this like we are designing or if we are doing an working on an app, so how much time actually we take on this, like is it months or is it days? These are right now also many AI tools are also entering
Mhm.
into this picture. So from just your point of view, so how many actually the actual days this will take, and also what would be this basic cost to actually make an app or just this part?
Okay, so let me answer your first question that how much days it takes. So
Yeah.
I would say that it totally depends upon the requirement,
Oh, oh,
the
oh,
business requirement,
oh, oh.
or how big our app is, or how many functionalities we are actually putting it. But if we go through our traditional procedure of, having research, then creating user flow, ideating on it, defining it, testing, so design would actually take, for an app like Zomato, it would, take about 5 to 6 months. If
Oh,
we
this
do a
one.
thorough research and a lot of iteration, so it would take that much time. But if I talk about how I work in a startup, so our startup is actually service based, and we don't have a lot of time to actually put on one thing.
Oh,
So
oh,
usually uh, it depends upon how many requirements are coming from the client, but
oh, oh.
more or less, if if I do, so I have to calculate that how much time whole product is having. Like you came up with Zomato and you told that we want to complete it in one month. So I have
Mm.
to decide that how much research I have to do, how much time I have to put on ideating it, how much
Oh,
time I have to do in high fidelity. So it totally depends upon the requirement, the
oh,
time.
okay, okay, okay. So that's
And
how the thing works.
yeah, and the second question of the AI which you asked me, that is actually very interesting. And I really love to talk about how the AI stuff is actually shaping the industry.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
I've been
so
seeing a lot of the tools out there, and as many tools, like we could actually just build this app and everything, but there are some things, but from looking at this side, and it would be it's far more it's being like it's being exploding, right? I could just code some map and things like that. So so what's the role about if AI is coming to the picture?
okay, so let me explain you. Earlier, maybe let us take 10, 15 years ago, we had an idea that AI would come and the factory will be all robotic, robots
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
doing
yeah,
your job. So we thought that AI would actually replace the physical work, but AI actually, came and took the intelligence part from us,
yeah.
the thing
Thinking
which our
part.
brain does. So the thinking part, not thinking completely, but you know how our mind works, the intelligence part, IQ, it actually
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
The mundane
came
part and
into
the
an
creative part of this brains, and I think the AI is basically taking that other creative parts.
not exactly creative because creative part is, let me start from the starting. You if you understand the basic idea of how an AI would work, right?
Hmm.
So let us take example of an AI tool which actually builds you an application, right?
Yeah.
So what AI does, it actually reads through the internet and see a lot of mobile screen of the similar app,
Oh, oh, oh,
a
oh,
lot of. So it is trained on a lot of data and it doesn't know that which data is right, which data is not right.
oh, oh,
So
oh,
there are some design parts or thing which like I would say Dribble or Behance is mostly filled with people posting one or two screen that looks good.
oh.
It
Hmm.
might lack UX, it might lack the business goal, or it might lack the real requirement. They are just for practice and it looks extremely good, but sometimes they're not functional. So
Oh,
AI is also trained on that kind of data. So
okay,
that is
okay.
where the expertise come in from the human. Like if you really have good design knowledge or you understand design, so you will be able to
Yeah,
differentiate between good design and the bad design. Ki what we can
exactly.
take
Yeah.
and what to leave. So that part is still not taken by AI. And
Yeah,
let us talk about the creative part. So there is a book called Still Like an Artist.
yeah. I actually have
So
read that thing. Yeah, that's nice book.
yeah, so it has a concept, if you remember, that creativity is basically human brain connecting four, five dots, four,
Yeah,
five things
and
here and there and
creativity.
coming up with,
Yeah,
yeah,
and it also
correct.
says that
So that,
every creative individual just takes a lot of ideas from other things and it just keeps on repeating.
yeah, correct. So the point now, so AI works on the algorithm. He knows I have to go to A, then to B, then to C, then to D.
Yeah,
For the best knowledge I have of AI, but I think human brain na, it it doesn't have boundaries. Like you can go to from A to H, then come again to B, then go to D, and
yeah,
from that all procedure you come up with a really creative idea.
yeah. That's
So
right.
AI is
That's
very much
nicely
capped
explained.
by, yeah, so AI is actually capped by data. It is only
Okay.
trained and it can only think about the data it has been trained on. But human brain is actually much more wider and complex. So I think the creative part won't be replaced by AI,
Yeah,
but the repetitive job would be replaced by AI very soon. And it
yeah,
is
yeah.
actually
I
the
was
future and
basically talking about that, like the other side of that creative part. Like our brain has this creative part, and creative jobs wouldn't be just that the only it's on a hike, but this repetitive task, like the mundane activities that we are doing. So those
Mhm.
things would be actually be replaced, and that would be that's exciting that being happening right now. So and that explanation was really right because from the A part, we have this capability to think differently and take better decisions and be creative. So that explanation was
Yeah.
actually the point, on point that was. And moving into the questions, I have a lot of questions to be asked.